1 2 1 2. Love you, Divine Tarot, and you. Happy birthday to Taurus, bless Taurus. Happy birthday to Taurus, sexy Taurus. Oh, happy birthday, happy birthday to Taurus, sexy Taurus. Happy birthday to Taurus, bless Taurus. Oh, happy birthday to all of our lovely and handsome and sexy and lovely and intelligent. And don't forget, sometimes too inquisitive to the point it gets nosy, Taurus. Happy birthday is for you. Happy birthday, Taurus. Sounding like the Eye of Horus. You guys need to know that you are a major key component to this whole divine plan, Taurus, on this beautiful divine planet Earth, okay? The higher realms want you to know your worth in every way, all right? I can't make this up. That word planet, Divine Spirit said, could be no other word. That word planet was so you, Taurus, could know that you are planned. I can't make it up. Taurus, the last two letters of that word, planet, which is ET, is until the end of time. So you guys were planned until the end of time, until the end of Earth's timeline. All right? And a lot of you guys, unbeknownst to you, see, your surprise is that you guys have been living the ET life all this time. That's right, you Taurus. You have been E, executing low vibe energy, and T, transmuting it into high vibe energy all your life. Some of you guys have been that procurement type of wife, you know. A lot of you guys have been really that type of energy of wife. Even if you're not a wife on paper, you guys have been, you know, that wife in spirit is what I see. You guys have been rocking with your significant, you know, so much till its entirety is what I see. Yeah. So a lot of you guys have been living the ET life all your life. Taurus, is coming up that somebody tried to steal some shoes and you made sure. Now, this is past, present, but it's more like the past. I can't say past, present, or future because this is the past. You know, in the past, someone was trying to steal some shoes. Now, a lot of you guys really helped this person out that was trying to steal the shoes. You saved their life. You know, you saved them from a life of crime, basically. Something you guys did or said or helped them along the way that stopped them from actually stealing that pair of shoes. What I see. Yeah, because they were going to get locked up. For sure. In its entirety. I can see it so clear. And Taurus, it doesn't show how old you are, but it shows you guys are really, recognized in the higher realms for doing this, executing low vibe energy and transmuting it into high vibe energy. And believe it or not, even if that person has already passed away, because for a lot of you guys, that person actually passed away. This was a dear friend or someone that was a dear kinfolk, or someone you considered like a logical family, because I always say biological or logical. Some of you guys, if you consider this person of a logical family, because, you guys, quite frankly, came up together. And may they rest in peace. But you guys actually stopped them from stealing. And I'm seeing a pair of shoes, so that went over big. So a lot of you guys are being congratulated and celebrated in the higher realms for doing just the, just that, living the ET life, yeah. A lot of you guys say one of your friends that was being physically abused by someone or their significant other. And later on, that person could turn out to be not so good for you and to you. However, you're being congratulated and rewarded for it in the higher realms. You know what I mean? Yeah. So quite frankly, their spirit was kind of like damaged, goods. Is what I'm seeing. So, yeah. That's what I get, Taurus. So as it's done above, it shall be done down below. So you guys are celebrated in the higher realms, and so shall you be celebrated in the below. Taurus, quite frankly, the higher realms want you guys to keep your mind focused on life being your soul's mission and not a competition. Why? Because a lot of people are in competition with you guys, and there's no disguise. You see that dressed up garbage can all the time in your eyes. Here's come the dressed up garbage can, man. Woman, oh man. And you guys see that person rocking around with that $500 hat on a 50-cent head, always trying to make hints to you about going to bed, but they're in competition with you. Then you got that other one, right, with the degrees more than the thermometer. You know what I mean? But just can't figure out, what to do, right? So they all are in competition with you, is what I see. But the higher realms want you guys to diagnose and keep hold tight to the spiritual remedy. As life is your soul's mission, not a competition. That's why the higher realms really placed inside of you this beautiful thing called your intuition, right? If you can learn to trust your intuition, Taurus, you can always see without sight. People always wonder why the blind man can cook, see, walk, and do anything and function day or night, right? So the higher realms are saying, inside of you is that beautiful thing called the intuition to help you along your soul's mission. However, the higher realms did not stop there. The higher realms really keeps you connected to your spiritual GPS to keep you aware. Now that GPS stands for your gods, your guides, or God simply pointing you to your next level, a step of origin. That acronym for STEP is simply STEP, a solution to every problem. Wow. So it's almost like you guys are fully loaded when you're born, right? Yeah, but not quite knowing which way to shoot. That's why the higher realms gave you a spiritual scenic route. The higher realms gave you guys this thing called numbers, signs, and synchronicities. And that's how the higher realms create, communication with you guys. No more burning bushes like it used to. However, the higher realms communicate to you through numbers, signs, and synchronicities, which is your birth date, expiration date, and all the little DNA codes in your body. And the higher realms want you to make no mistake about that STEP, the solution to every problem. Because the higher realms want to make clear that a problem is something that you create. Situations are things that just happen. So make no mistake about it. If you're not part of the solution, then guess what? You may be the problem, right? So the higher realms want you guys to be aware of that on your beautiful day in every way. Now, the higher realms are speaking in high volumes to you guys through this birthright number 513 in its entirety. So the higher realms is letting you guys know, because you have that beautiful, powerful number of number 5, which happens to be a multidimensional spiritual number. So that means for sure that you guys are multidimensional spiritual beings. You guys are sent here to have this human experience. A lot of you guys volunteered to be here to have this human experience, to help evolve Earth, okay, in every way. So you guys are that number 5. And that means you guys bring positive change from every dimensional level, right? And so shall you bring it, you shall receive it. So, quite frankly, a lot of you guys grew up with a lot of change around you. And like I said, you guys were the ones that I had a problem with coming up. A lot of you guys used to have change all in your house, everywhere. Bottles of change, bags of change. You know, a lot of you guys did grow up with that change around you. And that represents who you are and who's your birthright number 5. Positive change from every dimensional level. But it doesn't stop there, because you guys, if you notice, a lot of places you have been a part of, or, you know, sat in, a lot of you guys made changes, significant changes. I don't care if you come to a cheerleading contest. You guys can whisper 3 words or 1 word into the cheerleader coach ear, and that whole cheer would be changed. Just like that. Just like that. You know, it could go all the way up to God. It could go wherever you guys go. You know, you could just whisper a word at work, and then next thing you know, the whole work sphere has changed, right? That's how powerful you guys are, and that's what you're here to bring. Earth, of a vibration of positive change from every dimensional level. You guys are here for that. And there's no doubt that Earth changed overnight, because there's a lot of you guys that bring that. And that's what people need to recognize. Earth has changed significantly. You are number 5 for that 5D change. You're bringing that. And I'm so grateful for that. You know, so what that means is you guys will receive some pocket change on this beautiful day as well. I can't make it up. So you guys, that next number is 1. So I must add 5 plus 1, which equals 6. That is also your birthright number 6, right? So the higher realms is telling you guys through your birthright number 6 that expect nothing less than the best from your lifetime here. Bottom line. Why? Because, the higher realms hone that 6, that number 6 to be perfect. The higher realms really, hold that number 6 so dear, because why? Because it took the higher realms 6 days to make this world. On the Sabbath day, the higher realms rest, right? So that number 6 has a lot to do with you guys. You guys are perfect in every way. However, the higher realms is also telling you through your number 6 birthright so clear that you will persevere as long as you do not. Taurus, do not get distracted. Now, the higher realms also shared with me through my meditation that distractions are sent simply to dis your actions. All right? You don't need fractions for that, right? It's sent to dis your actions. So, neither look nor to the left, to the right. You guys, keep moving forward, because you shall persevere. here, as long as you do not get distracted. I can't make it up. Now, because that number 1 is in your birthright, right? I have to give you guys a brief history about that number 1. The number 1 was never meant to be a number. Without the 1, there is no 1. All right? Let's clear that up. So the number 1 is a powerful number to have as a birthright. All right? Insight. I can't make it up. Why? Because the number 1 in ancient times was never meant to be a number. Why? Because numbers were meant to be plural, Taurus. Plural. Yeah. So in ancient times, the number 1 represented God, the Alpha. All right? The beginning. You guys are alpha males and alpha females. Bottom line. I'm going to say that again. You guys are alpha males and alpha females. Now that's huge. Alpha energy. Some people can live and die and never equate to even succumb to the idea to think that they could utilize the alpha brain state. How about that? And you guys are whole alpha males and alpha females. All right? Now, that can be severe because it's hard to find a mate with that alpha state. So, let's clear that up. That's why it's, really hard to find someone to match that type of energy. Because again, without the 1, there is no 1. I can't rub it. I can't, can't dress it up. Can't sugarcoat it. All right? So that is your number 1 birthright. And because that 1 is on the left side of the 3, it means 1 take away from 3. So you guys also have that number 2 as your birthright. Now that says a lot about you. A lot of you guys are prayer warriors. And a lot of you guys will say, oh, I don't pray. You're doing some positive affirmations. And quite frankly, you need to know that you're a living prayer. All right? So how dare, all right? You walk up to this person, you talk to that person. They have prayed to talk to you. So whether you know it or not, you're a living, walking, breathing prayer. Somebody prayed for you. I can't make it up. You know what I mean? So that number 2 birthright says a lot about you. It says that you guys are prayer warriors and you guys do pray, okay? And the higher realms are speaking to you from that number 2 birthright, letting you guys know that you're highly favored too in this lifetime. So a lot of you guys are highly favored, all right? The higher realm said, please look in that mirror. You'll see everything on your body aligned with the number birthright of 2. All right? You got 2 feet? Yes, you do. You got 2 arms. 1, 2. You got 2 eyes. And they're both the same size. What? Yeah. And the higher realms are saying, as short as it takes 2 hands to form a prayer, just remember this. Everything that you're praying for is already right there. I can't make it up. That's what the higher realms are saying through your number 2 birthright. Unbeknownst to you. So, yeah. So a lot of you guys have been seeing these numbers in sequence and seeing these number signs and synchronicities and not knowing. That's why, man, I have to make this last video. I don't know that I made it, but I have to make it because it's very important for you guys to know what the higher realms are saying to you on a daily basis, on a second daily basis. So you guys have been seeing 5, 6, 2, and not knowing that that message is all about you. Okay? Yeah. I can't make it up. The higher realms say, I see you praying for positive change to persevere, and that is clear because you're here. And anywho, the higher realms are saying so much there. So the bottom line is, you guys have this beautiful number 3 birthright here. And that says a lot about you guys. Now, this is huge. This is magnificently huge. Not only do you have a number 1, you have a 3. Whew. So we're looking at your birthright. I'm just going to say what I would say, just looking at it. It says that you guys are multidimensional spiritual beings, sent to bring positive change from every dimensional level. You're alpha males and alpha females here. With that number 3, that means you have a level of master manifestery. So you guys are master manifestors. So a lot of you guys are ascended masters here. Like I said, you guys are volunteered here to have this human experience. Sometimes you guys look at things and say, I know I made before. You know what I'm saying? Already been there, done that. What? So you guys are that number 3 frequency energy, which lines up with the Trinity energy. And that's inspiration, manifestation, and creation. Some people say Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Some people say Mother, Father, Son. However, you're the one that holds that number 3 Trinity energy, mind, body, and spirit. So the higher realms want you to know, because you are number 3 level of energy, you guys are master manifestors. You guys can manifest yourself to be in 3 places at one time. Did I stutter? I don't want to give you some butter. No, indeed, sweetie. You guys are master manifestors, and you can manifest yourself to be at 3 places at one time. Yeah, you guys have manifested yourself to be at the right place at the right time with the right stuff. I cannot make it up. And people can live this whole lifetime and never experience that. If people write a story book of their life, I have to say this so you guys will know. People can write a whole life storybook, and what you'll hear in that story is, oh, they told me to come back, I was too late. Oh, they said I just missed it, they closed down, I was too late. Oh, they said the lady was out of town, come back next week. Oh, they said, the place had moved, come back next year. All that stuff, they will have a whole book written of that. As for you, your book would sound like, as soon as I went, I didn't have a clue. They told me, come right on in, because you are here on time and it's designed for you. Come right on in. Oh, you're right on time. Oh my goodness, look. We just getting ready to start. Come on in. Like, this is what you have experienced in your lifetime, Taurus, because of that number 3 energy. I can't make it up. You guys have that level of ascendant master's energy, meaning master manifestors. So now we're going to talk about this number 13 in its entirety, because number 13 states that you guys, if you ever look in a card deck, first of all, that number 3 aligns with the king's energy. And why is the king the king? The king has a level of mastery. So you guys have mastered oneself here in some type of way. So you guys have a level of mastery. And that's a beautiful thing in this lifetime. That's why you guys are able to bring this positive change, is what I see. Yeah. So 5 plus 1 plus 3 equals the number 9. So that means number 9 is your birthright as a whole. Now, having that number 9, it simply says that you guys were born spiritually awakened and spiritually aligned. So all you heard was, that baby been here before. That baby been here before. You guys were born spiritually awakened and spiritually. You were walking before you were supposed to be walking. I tried to sit you down, but you got it. You know what I'm saying? You took the spoon out of my hand. You started drinking, coming out to all kinds of stories you probably heard. Yeah. So that number 9 says you were born spiritually awakened and spiritually aligned. However, in this lifetime, it's going to be a lot of pain suffered here and endured to clear, this message up. See, that number 9 holds weight. You guys are here to spiritually complete a cycle in this lifetime. So that means a lot of people, a lot of feelings are going to be hurt. You know, you have to be emotionally, prepared for this one, this lifetime. A lot of people are going to be, hurt, because you have to cut ties in this lifetime. You have to spiritually end cycles in this lifetime, Taurus. It's no sugarcoating it, period. So don't get cute. You know what I'm saying? And try to rebuke anything, because rebuke, you guys have to abort, the situation in this lifetime because of your birthright, number 9. You're already awakened and aligned. Why would you try to unalign yourself? You see what I'm saying? So you guys, your number 9 as a whole is here. That's your spiritual birthright number in its entirety. And a lot of you guys, I need you to really do me a favor, okay? Some of you guys have, names that are from 3-letter names to 9-letter names, okay? But 3 to 5 significantly, and 3 to 6 letters in your name, or 3 to 8 names. This is saying that a lot of you guys will have 3 to 5 children, okay? And some of you guys just have that one. Is what it's showing here. And a lot of you guys come from a background of a big family of, 13 to 5. So that's what it's showing as well. A lot of things are showing through your birthright numbers here. So what I want to tell you guys is, I see you guys going through like a memory thing, or some memory is hitting you guys, and you refuse to stress with any third-party energy, okay? Even though you found evidence, some of you guys found evidence, some of you guys have proof that there was a third party involved here. Somebody wants to apologize, but you guys are not clear. And they tried to pay somebody to hush baby and get rid of baby here. They were willing to pay somebody, because this person, believe it or not, it's weird how this is coming about, Taurus, but I promise you this is pissing me off a little bit. But not really, because I can't get pissed off easy, because I refuse. Because I refuse to lose. Because to be pissed off, you lose. You know what I'm saying? Because you've already bruised your spirit in some way. Because you allowed yourself to succumb to anything low vibe in such a way. So, the bottom line is this. What I see about this is, like, believe it or not, somebody really, this is not right. It also looked like this third party was under some type of spell, to break you and your person up. And I feel sorry, because you know how, oh my God, you guys, oh my God, it's coming through. You know how people say, oh, it was my best friend, or it was my, somebody who they hang tight with. Somebody put a spell on that person, because they can only get to the closest person to you. But that person closest to you was so heartwarming and open and loving that they were able to do what they do. So whether you guys, and gulp and that type of thing, but the bottom line is, someone was manipulated in such a way, and it's showing up here as some type of sex magic type spell work, or quite frankly whatever, just to harm your marriage, you know what I'm saying, or your relationship in general. So that's what this was about. So a lot of you guys, it may have disturbed you for a long time to know about this, third party. But I promise you guys, this was someone's idea to pay somebody to come in and wreak havoc. But they were under a spell to do so. And it was a third party spell that they were under. Because, quite frankly, this person had something to gain. Now, I view this like some sick stuff here, because I'm so bothered by this. The higher realm say you live and you learn. And this person is an angry person all the time. Angry. And this person is a person that you guys know that they don't show any signs of guilt, remorse. This person, they always doing something unjust. All right. The person is not scary at all. That's why they got to go to spell work, because they can't scare nobody with their BS. And nobody's scared of them. You know what I'm saying? So they have to go this route to do something. So it could be a tweak person, a real, timid like person that's doing this conniving stuff here behind scenes. So what I was saying was, oh my God, it'd be like those situations where it was the best friend. Oh, they slept with their best. Nobody knows that the best friend was manipulated by some type of spell work just to break you guys up. And that's so sad. That's why for me, like, I enjoy my peace. You know what I'm saying? And Taurus, that's the only reason why I do. Because sometimes when you get close to people, you don't know that people have all of these issues going on. You don't know who has it. You know what I'm saying? That's what hurts the most. Some people have underlying sick, clingy type of issues. Like I said, I had to post, some people are criminally insane. They don't even have a clue. Some people really think that they're supposed to do what they do to harm you. You know what I'm saying? And it's really sad. And it's only because they have, what do you call that? Major separation anxiety. And some of them have, sick control issues. But the bottom line is, it's deeper than control issues. It has something to do with their underlying, root child core issues that does not allow them to allow their significant other to have a life. You know what I'm saying? Or their life partner to have life, without them. Some people can't. And it's a scary thing. That's why I had to be mindful of best friends. I learned that very, very early. I had to be mindful of who I befriend, because these people were fighting over one another. And I'm like, this is stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? I knew this early on. I was like, yo, that's sick. Like, you got a weird best friend, like a weird one. We all can't even play a game together, right? So I'm just saying, Taurus, someone has a deep, dark, disturbing mental type issue. Now, some of you guys may be, have married this person, but this other person, this third party person, had nothing to do with it. They were manipulated by spell work. You know what I'm saying? And it looked like, whoever, like, say, like, you guys, the male party, your person, they even paid this person to get rid of any type of baby. You know what I'm saying? If this person claimed that they were pregnant, they could have milked the heck out of your person. You know what I'm saying? Just to get rid of the baby. So I'm seeing that, and this person crying and apologizing like they're going to be empathetic. No, they told them this was not a good idea, and I knew it from the start. But they couldn't stop it because they didn't know they were behind scenes being manipulated by spell work. So maybe I need to make a separate video of this, because, not trying to help this best friend get back in with you guys, not trying to help this person get back in with you guys, family member, loved one, friend, close confidant, colleague, whatever. I'm not saying it for that reason at all. I'm just saying so you guys can get a clear view of what's here in your view. Someone has been manipulated, and all they have to do is go out with that person. That person can sneak something around them, on them, give them a gift, whatever. I don't know, whatever they do, because I don't really honestly have a clue. You know what I'm saying? Because that spell work is what they do, not the kid here. And for somebody to try to empathize, because people be trying to empathize with that. And I don't have no empathy for anybody who does voodoo, spell work, curses, or anything of that nature. I don't care if you say it's your religion. If it's your religion to hurt people and break up marriages and kill babies and kill families and kill people, and, that is crazy. That is a religion that you can keep far, far away from me. Oh, it's a spiritual practice. Okay, well, keep it over there, or way over there, somewhere over there where it doesn't affect good people who really want to do good things and accept life on life terms and move further. Because that's what we're here for, to accept life on life terms and learn how to help one another when they're down. Not sleep with the cousin husband. I don't care if it's your kissing cousin. That's just not what you do. And that's not how, anywho. So I see this here, and my heart goes out to you, Taurus. But however, the higher realms are saying, some of you guys really, the higher realms want you to get to a point where you don't care. You just simply, let's chalk it up. It's like you live and you learn. This is what you guys learn. Life is a big LE. This person, somebody's angry and somebody don't want to hear something. Your person may be, angry and trying to apologize to you or whatever like that, but you guys don't want to hear it. You guys surpass the level of not wanting to hear this. Or it's look like this. Okay, it's them behind scenes. The guy's angry and the person is, fake listening to them. Like they don't want to hear it. Oh gosh, this is weird. Yeah. So that's what I'm seeing here, and you guys are going through like memories of like, now it's almost like it's coming to you guys as an epiphany, but you guys choose to not stress. You know what I'm saying? Taurus, your role in this is not to build with this person, okay? Out of light and love. That's your role. Because I'm like you. Me, that's why I tell people, I know people think you stuck up when you say, oh, don't drink, don't smoke. I just want someone who, energy is clear so they can't be able to be manipulated. Because you don't know, what they're putting in their body that can manipulate them. That could have been a night where they drank. With that person's, whatever. But the bottom line is, it was a manipulating tactic, and it has something to do with love magic, sex magic type of spell work. So if you guys are holding that against that best friend, that cousin, that whoever, that confidant, just know the truth to the roof. And you guys are heavily supported here from your angels. They say your life purpose is fully supported here. Okay, a lot of you guys need to know that. You know what I mean? A lot of you guys, your life purpose is to hold leadership in the family, in the bloodline, and to show love and for every child. Every woman and child. A lot of you guys is, you're here to be supportive to people and to lead them, especially in a family dynamic, whether it's biological or logical, okay? A lot of you guys, you love this. You love, your friends and family, okay? They're actually the center of your intention. And the reason they are the center is because they're your life purpose. You're supposed to lead them, and support them. That's what you're here for, Taurus. Yeah. So that's what I see here, Taurus, for you guys. Let me see what else I see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because like I said, children, family and children are your heart's desire. The higher realms is telling you guys the angels are supporting you right now and guiding you and protecting you as your dreams become reality. Because a lot of you guys dream of having a healthy, wholesome family that you protect. You know what I'm saying? A healing family of children. So I hope this has sent a level of healing, because these people, it's in the Bible, and the Bible warned us for this. And I don't want to allude to the Bible per se because I'm not a, religious person in any way. I claim spirituality. Why? Because spiritual all is what it says. It's spiritual all is for everyone. You know what I'm saying? And it's how I treat my brothers and my sisters. So, quite frankly, that's what's going on, you guys. Spiritual all, but the Bible alludes to it when it says they know not what they do. We didn't know that they could be under some type of manipulation. We didn't know that, did we? We didn't know that. So the word alluded to they know not what they do. And the reason they know not what they do is because they are being manipulated. Wow, go figure, right? Okay. Yeah, the higher realm said the truth is, this karmic type of relationship is sent to you guys by yours truly. All right, the higher realms wanted you guys to know how to heal your heart in case of shock. And I can't make it up. That is the truth. The higher realms wanted you to know how to heal your heart in case of this shock, shock, all right? In every way. That's why the higher realms have you guys. Some of you guys, you have pictures of proof, and that's why you're able to see this for yourself, because the higher realms knows that yourself is your wealth, okay? The truth is the higher realms needed you to, experience this. You remember I told you guys you're supposed to live and learn and, know that your angels and your spirit guides are guiding you to, your next step of origin. You guys know this. However, it's proven that this is a karmic relationship here. This karmic relationship that you guys had to let go of. Okay, it taught you how to heal your heart and free yourself from toxic, addictive relationships. Like, why am I doing the same thing expecting a different result with this? No. You know what I'm saying? Why? That's why the higher realms had to place that sudden shock there, just for you guys to be aware that you are seeing clearly. Now, the higher realms gave you a picture in your mind, picture in your soul, picture in your spirit. Some of you guys have pictures. So you guys can know that this is not the way that you would like to. Geo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The higher realms want you guys to know that you guys, You've been with a polar opposite. This person was a polar opposite here, okay? So say like you're the life force energy and this person is the Grim Reaper. That's what I'm getting. And that's what it was. That's why you guys are avoiding the calls. They're trying to make calls to seduce you. You guys, you're like, what? Anywho, I self-indulge. That's what I'm hearing you guys say. And this person, some of you guys don't realize they're actually going through spiritual court at this moment. Why? Because they know they're not your soulmate. Some of you guys, they know that they're not your soulmate. Period. So this person, and you guys have really, you're very strong. You've grown mentally, spiritually, emotionally. You guys need to know that you are truly a spiritual soldier, okay? You are not to be the person to compromise. This cycle has completely ended as so, all right? Kiss this goodbye, period. This person was everything opposite of a twin flame is what I'm getting. Some of you guys maybe thought they were a twin flame, but they were not. Okay? That's what I'm seeing in every way. I just did a yes or no question for you guys, and the answer is no. All right? And what I'm feeling is you guys are asking, should you continue, or should you let this person in your life, or something of that nature, or should you continue? But I'm getting like you still want to harbor this person, And the answer is no. And it's a happy no. The higher realm said, because it's already written. You know what I'm saying? You must let go. All right? Some of you guys are not trusting your intuition. It's inside of you for a reason. The higher realm said it's just like, how can you take a person to another level when you're going to kill them because they can't survive? That's why you see people crashing out. They try to date people that they can't even date. And they get there and then they go to jail. Or they end up killing themselves. Or they end up crashing out some type of way because that's not their level of frequency. Stop trying to take people where they're not supposed to be. Taurus, listen to the signs and synchronicity, the number signs and synchronicities. You guys are trying to level up a person, to a level of strength and bring them to an environment where only strength belongs, all right? And their body can, quite frankly, handle it. Their body, mind, or spirit. Now, that's scary. So, that's all I'm sharing with you guys. You know what I mean? and I'm going to tell you guys, that should be spiritual common sense. That's it. So, let me see what else the higher realms have for you, Taurus, okay? Taurus, I checked on some money for you guys. You guys get ready to get a retro check. A check that has been accumulating over time. It's coming towards you guys. And some of you guys may have already received some money through Venmo, Cash App. And this money may come through Venmo or Cash App because it's showing up here. A lot of you guys, if you go to the casino, follow your intuition because you will win some money. However, you have to follow your intuition on that. All right? You can't go against it. You hear me? So, and a lot of you guys is card game as well. If you guys are playing a card game at the casino, cards or something of that nature, follow your intuition. You will win some money. Okay? Now, a lot of you guys who maybe you apply for some food stamps or maybe some food stamps coming in, but this is weird. Like, this is for someone like... for others of my Taurus is more younger. This is some CPS child support stuff. Or it could be, if you're a grandmother and you have your kids or whatever. I'm seeing child negligence, CPS being called. So just be aware of that. Okay? Be aware of that in every way. And a lot of you guys are getting ready to win the lottery, so just be aware of that as well. Wow. Okay, so I see winning lottery and I see Apple Pay. So a lot of you guys may even get that money from Apple Pay here. So a lot of you guys will win a lottery now. Which lottery, I don't know. It could be the shmoney lottery, ching ching. It's looking like the money. Yeah, it's looking like the money lottery. So a lot of you guys will win a lottery as well. But be aware because some of you guys are going to be celebrating and happy and stuff like that. And CPS is not going to have to do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, And I want to get one more message for you guys and close out. That's it. Last message, Taurus. It's from the higher realms, okay? They said, are you taking yourself and your problems too seriously? Maybe fear of the future is weighing on you. We would like you to take a little break from all that and start having fun. All caps with an explanation. Start having fun. When you stop fixating on what has been making you heavy-hearted, Taurus, we get a chance to move some magic in your direction. We just need you to let go a little. Spirit needs some room. Spirit needs some elbow grease. Spirit needs some room and gets very inspired by your laughter when you have fun. Oh, Taurus, when was the last time you got really loose, silly, and goofy, Taurus? Maybe you need to go dancing or watch some very funny comedy Aw, to make you laugh or call the one friend, or call that one friend that you know will remind you of how ridiculous and delightful and giddy you really can be. You will return refreshed, Taurus, and renewed and ready to once again see the world as less daunting, and you will be ready to receive in perfect timing the bounty that Spirit has for you. Don't you just love how much we care for you? So that's from the higher realms. They sent you guys a message, D, and I hope you guys take it to heart. Taurus, this is where we must part ways. This is, you guys, this is where we must part ways. If life lasts and death pass, you will see or hear me again. Until then, Paulay, peace be unto you and within one.